Let's also tell you that President Buhari was in Kaduna State earlier today, and shortly after his return, he met with some PDP South-South governors at the presidential villa. At the end of the meeting, which lasted about an hour, the governors did not give details of their meeting with the president.
My colleagues and I came to have audience with the president to discuss issues that are pertinent to our country and also pertinent to our respective states. And we had, I think, a robust and fruitful discussion with the president, and he promised to look into it in any way possible. Thank you very much.
Now, which area? What area?
No, we don't want to go into those details.
Thank you.
Well, when it comes to governors meeting of some or the political divide meeting with a president from another political divide, and they tell you that they don't want to go into details, well, it means something, isn't it? Whether it's national issue or political matters, we may be getting a hint of what these all mean. Let's go to our major story of the day, which is about security, and which is very, very important, the role of any government across the world. So President Muhammadu Buhari on Tuesday, that's today, visited Kaduna State, where he held a town hall meeting with major stakeholders over the recent violence that engulfed some parts of the state. During the visit, the president met with traditional rulers, Christian Association of Nigeria, and the Jamaatul Nasrul Islam in the Kaduna State capital, where he vowed that the federal government would take strong measures possible to punish perpetrators of the crisis. The president assured that it will no longer be business as usual for conflict merchants, as his administration will now hold those responsible for the latest killings in Kaduna State accountable in order to serve as deterrent to others. Well, the president left Kaduna State and is gone to Abuja, but in Abuja, he's tensed as members of the Islamic Movement of Nigeria and the Nigerian police clashed in the city capital today on the third day running, this time in the city center. The Shiites says they were holding a procession to mark the 2018 Harbin, a Muslim religious observance that occurs 40 days after the day of Ashura, another religious observance mostly celebrated by Shiites. The march from the Aguyi and Rosi Road in Maitama area through Wuse 2, but were eventually stopped as they attempted to gain access into the central business district. The police dispersed them using tear gas as the violence entered its third day. On Saturday, the group clashed with members of the Nigerian military in Zuba, a satellite town on the outskirts of Abuja. At least 3 people are reportedly killed in that incident. On Monday, the group clashed with the Nigerian army again, this time at the Inyanya axis. According to a statement from the army, at least 3 persons died on the part of the Shiite group, while 4 soldiers were said to have been injured. The group is protesting the continued detention of its leader, Sheikh Ibrahim Ozazaki. Let's get to discuss this matter tonight. The panel, we have Brigadier General John Agwim, is Director of Information at the Information Headquarters in Abuja. He joins us via Skype. Thank you so much for joining us on the program today. And also we have a Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Mr. Dele Adeshino. He joins us also via Skype from Lagos. And here in the studio is Group Captain Felix Iheanacho. He's an intelligence security expert. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming on the program. Maybe we should begin with Brigadier General John Agwim. What can you tell us and what led to the deaths of these people? Because there's a history of this incident with the military in Kaduna, which led to the deaths, alleged death of members of the Shiite group. What can the military tell us about these incidents?
Well, the incident, what happened at, can you hear me?
Go ahead, please, Brigadier General.
Okay, on Sunday along Abuja Kaduna Road, we have our soldiers were in transit. They carry ammunitions, and they met these people on the way, and they refused to give them the right of way. And they started struggling with the military men. I wanted to seize the van that contains the ammunition, and that was when the military men started trying to extricate themselves from the group. And when they were initially, I think they were firing up, because I have the videos that contain that incident. As they were firing up, and those who are saying it's a lie, it doesn't contain any live ammunition. So it wasn't as if they were stopping them from their procession. The military men met them on the way when they were going on official assignment.
So were those members of the Shiites group that lost their lives, were they killed via the ammunitions of the Nigerian military?
Yes, they have to. They were stoning the military men, and the military men tried to extricate themselves when they see that they were hitting on their weapon, on their vehicles. They even destroy the vehicles that carry the ammunition.
So the military's stance on this matter is that the military were forced to act against these men. Perhaps something that will be an extrajudicial killing.
Well, it's not extrajudicial killing. If you see them, they are large in number. They occupy the whole road, and the military were coming when they met them on the way.
Okay, hold on, Brigadier General Agbim. Let me come to Group Captain Felix Ihanacho. In this kind of incident, this is not the first time this kind of incident is happening with this group. You are an intelligence expert. How else can one handle, especially a military, that mostly their rules of engagement is not civil, it's a matter of combat? What better way do you handle this kind of situation that would not lead into death of Nigerians?
Well, thank you for inviting me to participate in this discussion. Well, I would like to tell you that for me, I would like us to deal with this kind of issues from a very predictive and proactive manner, rather than an issue getting ourselves into a condition where we will begin to engage ourselves in conflict. You can see that even though we do not have any external war in Nigeria right now, but you can see that our security apparatus is involved in various theaters of conflict, thereby dissipating our energies and resources and weighing down seriously on our security architecture as it is right now. So to that extent, I would think what we need to do is to review our security architecture in all its entirety. It's no more what we used to know. We need to have a comprehensive security response to the emerging security challenges we're having today. So the new concept should be a proactive and predictive approach rather than a reactive and responsive approach. So if we do that, and basically, I think Nigeria, we are equally lucky. One area why are we lucky? Nigerians are very religious. We have the Christians, we have the Muslims, and we also have the traditional religions, religious groups, which we are not even mentioning, which I think nobody's really talking about them. We need to key into all this and say, okay, now Nigerians are so religious. We can use the religious institutions to change the narrative, change the mindset of practitioners of these different adherents.
All right. Let me pause it for a moment because it's a crucial question on that line of thought that I need to ask you and the rules of engagement in this kind of manner. But we'll take a moment. Don't forget, we have Brigadier General John Agbim, the Director of Information at the headquarters in Abuja, and also Mr. Dele Adesina, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, and here in the studio, Group Captain Felix Ihanacho. Don't go anywhere. We'll take a moment, and we'll be right back to dig deeper into the issue.